Yes, welcome back. I'm here live with my son Isaiah Christopher Evans.
I'm feeling great. Feeling like $1,000,000.
Feeling like $1,000,000.
$1,000,000.
Your first time home from being away from college, you know what I'm saying? What you got to say about that? It's Thanksgiving break.
Thanksgiving break.
You left in August. We saw you at homecoming. You've been doing your thing in the classroom, step show. How does it feel to be back in KC?
I mean, it feels good to be back home, you feel me? It's always good to touch back with your roots and you feel me, where you coming from. And that's why I feel like I want to go to Africa too, to see where I really come from. But till I get to Africa, I'm just have to come back to Kansas City.
When did you spark the interest in Africa?
It's been like, when I seen Black Panther, 2018. Like I always wanted to know where I come from.
You know what's crazy about Wakanda? Like, it's good that it inspired you in that manner. But like Africa really exists.
Yeah.
Like it's really there.
Yeah, it is.
Well, hold on.
I was telling this one girl, I want my kid to be born in Africa so he can have the natural superpowers and the real blackness.
That's so you gonna marry an African woman?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when my kid is born, I want one of them to be born in Africa to see how he come out. Because like Africa, we got our superpowers. We're not even supposed to be over here. We don't even know if we function properly in America because it's not our native land.
Those are facts. But this is what, you know, I don't think people realize about. Remember the Eddie Murphy movie Coming to America?
Yeah.
You got Coming to America, you got Black Panther. Like, we have to come up with these mythological places like Wakanda and Zamunda and say this is superpower, black power, African power, but like there's really an Africa. Like we could have just said Nigeria instead of Wakanda. Like that's crazy to me. Like it's cool because the movie is empowering. But
isn't Wakanda a real place though?
Nah, son. Like
like the name. Like it's not a real.
Nah, it's all Wakanda. Well, Wakanda. Yeah, Google it. Pull out your phone. Like Wakanda is a fake, made up, make believe thing, but the real thing is there. There was no need for us to make it up. Same thing with Zamunda.
Wakanda's a real place.
Where is it? What country?
The Kingdom of Wakanda. Oh no, I said it's a fictional. Okay, it's fictional.
It's fictional. I ain't mean to bust your bubble, but it's unfortunate that as Americans we come up with these fictional African places and there's a real Africa.
Yeah, because they don't want us to know that. They're trying to keep it secret.
So you at Morehouse College.
Yep.
Your three cousins,
yep.
Brooke, Brittany, Bria, they all went to Spelman College.
For sure.
And they all three went to Ghana.
They did all three go to Ghana.
What you gonna do?
I would go to Ghana, but I'd also be open to exploring different parts of Africa.
That's cool. They went like...
I gotta do my homework on them now.
Brittany and Bria went after their freshman year. Brooke went after her sophomore year. You're a freshman, so...
They went their sophomore year?
Freshman.
Freshman year?
You're a freshman.
I mean, if you want to pay for my trip to go...
I'll pay for your trip.
I could go. I'll be cool with going to Ghana.
All right, so you committing live and in person on camera right here that you
I'll go to Ghana with no phone.
Why with no phone?
No distractions.
No distractions. You don't take your camera? Like you gotta document it.
Yeah, take my camera and my Bible.
Your camera and your Bible.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Bible for a minute. Like you've been posting biblical passages, you know, and which is cool. You know, I like the balance. Like. You went from Splash Beezy to biblical stories.
Yeah.
What made you start exploring the Bible? Where did that come from?
So like boom, like I just knew the way I was living, like I just knew it couldn't be right. Like I knew what I was doing over this past summer, it couldn't be holy. So like I feel like God sent me off to college and he sent me off alone. And I feel like when God wants people to build their connection with him, he isolates them. And so I got isolated and I was lost, like I didn't have nothing to do. I was bored in my room. So I just started picking up my Bible. And when I read it, it started hitting close to home, like it was touching on some of the things I've been going through. And ever since then, I just started reading it more often, more consistently. And, you know, Just became addicted to it.
So like a week before you went to college, you may or may not remember this. You were sitting on the porch. I think you were listening to Marvin Gaye, and you might have been reading the Bible. And your mama came in the house, and she was almost crying, like, "What's going on with him? Do you think he's sad with, like, his Bible?" Well, I don't know if you was reading on the porch, but you was listening to Marvin Gaye on the porch, and the Bible was open in your room. And she was like, "He been reading the Bible. Do you think he's too scared? Do you think we should not send him to college?" Was that just part of the beginning of this transformation and this seeking of knowledge? Or?
Yeah, it started before I went to college a little bit, but college is what made it more consistent. Like I started reading it a little bit over the summer, but it would be like I read it this day, then pick it up like a week later. But like I got to college, that's when it got consistent. But before college, I don't think it was because I was scared. I feel like God just put the game on me. He laid it down, and I feel like I'm very fortunate because God don't put the game on everybody.
So you be listening.
I be listening. I'm scared of God. Like when I read something in the Bible and the opportunity, and the Bible said this is bad, and the opportunity presents itself in real life, I'd be scared to do it.
Well, that's the real fear of God that is discussed in the Bible. Like it's you honor and have so much respect and belief in what He says, and the positive and the negative, that you have that fear to do the right thing. That's a blessing, man.
Yeah, it really is.
That's a blessing. So how do you feel like you go to Morehouse?
Mm-hmm.
You were the man in high school in your area, your baseball team, your school, your social circles, whatnot.
Yeah.
But everybody is kind of that dude from their respective cities at Morehouse. Yeah. How have you been able to adjust? Is it motivating? Is it depressing? Like I'm not that dude no more? Or are you just finding your lane? Or how does that work?
It's in you, not on you. If you're really that dude, it's in you, not on you. So like, no matter what you do, you that dude. I've always been that dude. I'll always be that dude. So it's like, you feel me? Like, no matter where I go. Like, sometimes, like, yeah, like, you see somebody with a chain on, you be like, dang, like, what he do? Then I realize, like, I don't need no chain. Like, I'm me.
For sure.
I'm me.
Respect.
Yeah.
Do you, and this, I use this metaphorically, but like, when you first got there, freshman week, you go into the Morehouse class or whatever, and then y'all start to have that integration with women from Clark Atlanta, women from Spelman.
Yeah.
Just on the physical eyesight, did you just like, oh my God, did you do that at all? And if so, how many times?
Like, oh my God, like she bad.
Yeah, I mean, just on the physical sight, like, oh snap, this is real.
I mean, it happened, but it's never been like overwhelming. Like, yeah, she's beautiful, but what can she do for me? Like, it just looks like she was born with that. She ain't have to work for it. You feel me? Like, she was just born looking good. Like, God blessed her to look good, but okay, that's cool. What else can you do?
So what else can you? Okay.
What else can you do?
Have you found some? What else can you do? Are they doing?
And we still looking for that. What else can you do?
I mean, but just like in talking to women, not necessarily to be your spouse or something.
Yeah, it's a lot of good women in the world. Like, dude, they got some really good talents and skills. But it's just like, that's cool.
What's been one thing that you expected that didn't turn out the way that you expected it to turn out in college? Like, is there something like you thought was gonna be the thing, but it's not really the thing?
I thought I was gonna be like more interested in like just doing YouTube. Like I thought that's all I would do. Like it's so much more to life, and it's like YouTube gonna be there. But now I gotta do this, or I can't miss out on this experience. Focusing or overworking myself with the YouTube. So I thought I was gonna do a lot more, but it's just not where God leading me to. So.
Okay. Respect. Let's talk about this Hubert Hall.
The real.
I mean, just to be, 100% with you. Our Graves Hall, G5. You know what I'm saying? The first real building on Morehouse's campus, the history, you know what I'm saying? Yes. 214, second floor.
What about now?
I mean, I never thought that I would be excited about Hubert Hall, but, here's one thing, like, being an alum of Morehouse.
Yeah.
Being active in an alumni association. There's an opportunity, you say, should I, make some phone calls and see if I can get my son, in Graves Hall or even in the exact same room that I stayed in.
Mm-hmm. Glad you didn't do that.
But yeah, I made that, decision to not do anything and say, let my son have his own experience.
Yeah.
Like, so I can appreciate it and respect the path that you lead. Like, there's things that we did a certain way. I know I share a lot of stories with you, but sometimes I just want you to find it for yourself.
Yeah. I love Hubert though. Love the heart, love the road. The family, the community, like it's a good community, it's a family. I'm like, ain't nobody like really gonna just like, I don't know how to say this, but like meat suck us, if that makes sense. I don't know how to say it any other time.
I don't even want to ask you what it means, but I got
like, Hubert don't have a name, so we gotta build it ourselves. And when you build something yourself and you see the results and you see people excited when y'all stroll or something like that, you see people excited for what y'all do, it feel good. Okay. Like other times, like you already got that name, it's like, what can you do?
So like when you just the expectation is already there and you're just kind of already riding that expectation versus
building it yourself.
I can see that. That's legit. That's legit. What's it feel like to be on stage and to hear somebody say, Zay, don't drop Zay. Oh.
It's crazy, like great feeling. I never thought I would like being on stage so much, but it's a good feeling. And like when you practice it, I thought I was gonna be nervous, but when you practice something so much and then you actually have to do it, like I wasn't nervous at all. Like it was just time to have fun. Like let's have some fun.
Let's have some
baseball
fun.
Game.
Let's have some fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it. Academically speaking, your transition from high school to college work, what would you say to the high school students? Like what advice would you give your brother?
If you really want to go to college for real, bro, don't cheat, bro. Don't cheat. It's gonna mess you up, bro. Don't cheat. Just do your work. Like even if you get a bad grade in high school, it's not hard to get your teacher to change the grade. They're giving out extra credit like it's candy. So just do your work. Yes,
That's facts. That's facts. I don't know if I ever told y'all this story, but I had driver's ed with Mr. Moore, and it was a class where they taught you the rules of driving for a high school credit. And it was me, Tyson Strickland, Eddie Lamont, and we cheated heavy. We watched it in a little auditorium. We watched movies. The lights was out. It was kind of like a party class. But we cheated on. I mean, like we would get the answers to the test. And
how did y'all do that all the way back then? Though? No phone, no internet.
I mean, we was real with it. Y'all got devices and things. Like we just had the actual answer key.
Okay.
Like somebody might have had an answer key. It filtered through. But what I learned was, so I wanted to take my driver's test, and your grandparents blessed me with a car when I was 16. So I had the car before I had the license. So the day I turned 16, I was coming back from the Jack and Jill convention. My birthday's in June. And that Monday, my man Paris took me to take the driver's license test.
You failed?
Twice. This is the written part.
Oh.
So like you only supposed to take the written part. Like really, being 100 with you, as you would say, my driver's license is probably invalid. Mm-hmm. So I took the test 2 times in Grandview, and then I went to Raytown to take the test. And when I got to Raytown, I took the test, passed it, because I had the same. They actually gave me the same test. Did the driving part, passed that easily. Dude looked over at me at the driver's test. He said, if you took this test anywhere else, this is going to be invalid. So have you been anywhere else today? I looked him straight in the face and said. But anyway, the moral of the story is don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
Because when you need that info, I feel you. That's great advice. What about till you cheated in high school?
Yes, definitely. Because of COVID though.
Because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
It's COVID's fault.
There wasn't a lot of cheating going on before COVID, but after COVID, it's just like Yeah.
Anyway, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in life. So when I was in school, 94 to 98, the big debate for us was who was the better rapper, Biggie or Tupac. Like you had East Coast, West Coast. Who was bigger, Biggie or Tupac? On campus now, what are people debating on? Like what's the going debate?
Honestly, I don't know if this is a bias, but it's kind of like who strode the best. On Morehouse and Spelman, who strode the best. There's no real like East Coast versus West Coast stuff like that. But it's like who strode the best, stuff like that. Basketball team, I guess, football. There's no real debates for
There's
real.
no debate. Okay.
Niggas go back and forth.
What about who got the hottest cities? Like, is there certain cities that claim that they got the coldest city? They like the DC metro area. I feel like DC metro.
Deep. New York is deep. Yeah, we got some Midwesterners.
Are they putting respect on the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs name or what?
I mean, you know, I don't play by my city, so like, if somebody try to clown, like, I'm not going for that. People respect it. People respect the city.
Right.
Yeah.
True. What about the like when I was there? We had like a little bus that would take us to actual little clubs and nightclubs or whatever. But you would get on that bus and go to the warehouse or to the garage or the club SO or something. Then you'd be right back to campus. We didn't have Uber then.
Yeah.
It seemed like now y'all all through the streets of Atlanta. Would you say that's the case, or y'all pretty much confined to the?
Pretty much, really, like, all the parties and stuff are off campus. But besides that, we might go to the mall, go shopping or something. But like, we mostly be on campus.
Where you shopping at in Atlanta?
Go to Lennox, Saks Fifth. Yeah, me all the expensive stuff.
You got it like that, like.
Feel me? I'm playing. I started thrifting a lot though in Atlanta. Like thrifting, they got some good stuff for cheap. So I started thrifting a lot. When I first got there, I did go to Saks Fifth, the mall. What's it called? Lennox, Neiman Marcus and stuff like that. Wouldn't do it again though. I just try. You know how when you first get there, you try to like. Feel me?
So has the shine of the clothes and all that worn off yet? Like you just go to class, how you go to class? Where do you still feel like
but
you
like
have a fit?
when you have your fit, you gotta have your fit. But what I learned is like designer don't make the fit, cause like in the AUC it's like a lot of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like designer don't make the fit. So spending all this money on the clothes gotta be hard. It's just not just the name that matter.
Let's get a rundown of homecoming week.
Yep.
What's the top events that stood out to you during homecoming? Like what was you really on?
Tailgate. We had a kickback. Me and my boy JP. Well, JP was his kickback, but you know that's my guy, so I helped. He helped when I had kickbacks. I helped when he had kickbacks. Kickback was turned. We strode in there and we wasn't supposed to.
Well, run it back. Like where was the kickback? Give us some detail.
Okay,
like,
so it was like a house party type.
So when you have
like the movies.
Like a movie. So like you have a kickback. Atlanta University Center, Morehouse College. Y'all getting Airbnb? Like how y'all doing this?
Get the Airbnb, or like sometimes people have houses they let us use. Most of the times we get the Airbnb.
So you like I noticed on the Instagram story it'd be like hit me up. You got 30 minutes.
Hit me for the loc. You got 30 minutes. If you don't hit me for the loc and I don't send it to you, you're not getting it.
So do people really be stressing the location? Like you really be like, here's the loc.
I send it like when I post that, like not a lot of people slide up, but a lot of people end up getting the loc. Because if I send it to one person, that's 5 people who got the loc. So if I send it to 2, that's 10. So it's like it just send out.
So sharing it that way is why.
What you mean?
Like why you just don't put the location on the post?
That's like fed time. Like that's like feel me? That's too federal. So you gotta really get sent the location.
You gotta get sent the location.
I can't just put it on the flyer because it's like anybody can come. You know?
Okay. What you think you got planned for the summer? Like what you really trying to do summer-wise?
I get to spring first. And depending on where God take me. What God want me to do, I'm gonna do it. But right now I don't know, to be honest.
Right.
A lot of opportunities, a lot of room to think. Summer about 6 months away.
It is, but I'm gonna encourage you. Like, you really only get 3 college summers. Like, college is great, but you got between freshman and first, second year, second, third year, third, fourth year. At fourth summer, you graduated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, use your summers wisely as possible. Like, and if you can do a couple things, it ain't necessarily about getting the money, it's about getting the experience. Like if you think you want to do film, then do something film related.
It's about getting the money too though.
It kind of is, but I mean it's summer money. So like you can make a lot of money working for UPS. But at the end of the day, like delivering packages, did you gain your skill set? Are you any closer to a real goal? Like, you gonna blow that money on a trip to Lennox or Phipps or Saks Fifth, you know what I'm saying? So that experience gonna go a lot longer. So even if you check something off the list, you say, you know what, I don't want to do this aspect of film, or I don't want to do this aspect of business, or I don't like real estate. Checking something off the list gives you the opportunity to really focus in and hone in. Like being in a work environment and looking like, for me, I worked in engineering department. And no disrespect to engineering, I was good at math, but I was like, I'm kind of around the most boringest people ever.
Yeah.
I don't see myself doing this. So let me switch to something else.
Mm.
So use those summers wisely to get to where you're going. Even if it's, I know you're pretty independent, entrepreneurial, even if you're taking that summer to really work your dream or your vision.
Yeah.
You got to do that. You got to do that.
For sure.
What's your take on random days, the old heads or alums coming up to you on campus saying, "What's up? What's up, Evans? What's up, Kansas City?"
Like it catch me off guard, but it's like that's love. Like it's love. Like, you know, it's always good to get noticed by somebody, no matter the age or who it is. It always feel good to get noticed. So just feel good knowing I got people watching me. It's motivation too. I can't slip up. Keep me above my heels.
Keep you above
above my toes.
Above. Is the saying that you're trying to say?
Is that the saying?
On your toes.
On your toes.
On my toes.
Keep you on your toes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we doing.
Yeah.
All right. But that's honestly, that's like the biggest benefit of Morehouse Film and HBCUs is that network and utilizing that.
Yeah.
And I know you don't realize it now, but to the extent that people already know you and come up to you and want to impart advice on you, that's major. That's major. What's been the most difficult part of the process?
Most difficult part, I feel like once you beat this, the world is yours. Stop comparing yourself to everybody else. Cause like, God put you on the planet to do what you gotta do, not to do what they doing. So I feel like when you first get to college, bro, HBCU, Morehouse College, Spelman, Clark, anywhere, there's gonna be a lot of people like flexing and flashing and stuff, like showing off what they got. And you're gonna compare yourself to other people, you're gonna be like, dang, am I good enough? It's like, yeah, everybody's unique and different. So once you stop comparing yourself to other people and you know you that, it's all up from there.
Let's talk, that's good. Let's talk baseball.
Baseball.
Your baseball experience. How does that come into play? You know, they always talk about baseball, you gain life skills. Now that you've officially retired from baseball, what life skills have you already been able to apply in certain situations that you've come upon in these 3 months you've been in college?
Momentum is everything. Preseason is real, like that matters. The work you put in the preseason. You gotta have a preseason before your real season. So no matter what it is, you gotta put in that work. And me, I've been doing a lot of spiritual work. You feel me? So that's my preseason right now. I gotta get right with God for my season. And then what else? The little things matter. Coach Tooney's saying it's the little things that add up.
Coach Tooney in the building.
It's gonna get bad before it get good. And what else? It's a lot, like it's everything.
What about failure? Anything around failure?
You're gonna fail before you succeed.
Facts.
You're gonna fail more than you succeed. Like in baseball, you fail 7 times, but you do good 3 times, you an all-star.
Okay. Anything we leaving out? Anything you want to impart? What's your kind of goals and plans for this spring semester?
Spring, I want to do more YouTube stuff. I want to focus a lot more on me and my business. I'm starting drop shipping, so
What's that entail?
So it's like an online website where you put the products on your site, and a user clicks on the product, buys it, and the people who have the products send it straight to the person, so you don't gotta keep stock of anything.
So no stock, no inventory. You're more of the marketing
Yeah,
salesperson. Get them, drive them, boom.
yeah. And I want that to be like my main income right now. Cause once that get booming, you can make a lot of money off that. It's just people don't like the process of doing it and setting it up is hard, and I can see how that could stop somebody from doing it. So me and my homeboy Marcus, my brother, we're figuring that first process. But once we get past that, it's gonna be green.
Don't be green.
It's gonna
Don't
be
go.
green. A lot of money, talking hundreds of thousands, 50,000, stuff like that. So we're trying to get that on the back end because e-commerce is coming up next, and you might as well get on the wave now before it's too late. Because one day ain't nobody gonna buy anything in the store. It's just gonna be straight off the net.
Straight off the net.
Straight off the net.
So I mean, you talk about this money like 50,000, 100,000. What like once you get it, what you gonna do then?
Flip it to millions.
What does that mean?
With the 100,000 I made, I'm use the 100,000 to make it a million, like millions of dollars.
What like I'm just not. It's not. I wouldn't call it devil's advocate. It's
What does that mean?
It's just stretching you and pushing you to have some type of reason. Like, okay, you got $1 million now. What you gonna do?
I want to help my community out, give back. You know, I want to help my family make sure we're good. I want to get houses. I want to keep traveling. I want to do whatever I want to do. I want to live my dreams. I want the money that I'm using. I want the money that I make from the dirty work. I want to use that to pursue my dreams.
Okay. And your dreams? Travel?
I gotta go back to sleep.
What's been one of your top 3 favorite vacations or trips or travels that you've had? Top 3.
Lake of the Ozarks, number 1.
Why the Lake of the Ozarks? Tell me more.
It's like going to Africa. Going back to your roots. Get away. Spend time with the fam. Think about life.
Do you fish?
Yeah, I fish.
Do you
A lot of people don't know that about me, but I fish. I'm a good fisher.
You're a good fisher.
Mm-hmm.
A good fisher.
Yeah, I'm a good fisher. Catch a lot of fish.
Not a fisherman, just a good fisher.
Good fisher. Not a fisherman. I'm just good at catching fish.
Okay, you got that. You catch things.
Yeah.
You catch. You go to catch.
I'm the catch.
You the catch.
Mm.
Are you the big fish?
Biggest fish.
The biggest fish. Gotcha. Alright, so Ozarks.
Ozarks, Dubai, of course. Yeah.
What stands out to you when you like I went to Dubai? Like what
I don't even tell people that for real. That I went to Dubai.
For example, in your mind, what are the experiences that come to mind when you think about that travel, that trip? The highlights.
The highlights. It sounds bad, but like seeing my grandfather transition into heaven, that was like, it felt good experiencing that in Dubai. Cause Dubai, it looks heavenly. So it's like, it felt like I was closer to him. If that makes sense.
It does make sense.
No pollution, everything is beautiful. So it felt really good, like having that there. And then it was just inspirational. Like Andrew Tate, like a lot of millionaires have houses in Dubai. Like they go to Dubai. Like,
Who's Andrew Tate?
He's a millionaire, multi-millionaire. A lot of people don't like him, but he's very rich, very smart. Feel me? I be watching him.
Gotcha.
But he's very controversial because people think he like misogynistic and stuff.
Okay.
But I don't let that stop me. Like he could be misogynistic, but he's still giving out game.
So you can separate that game from the individual.
Yeah, from the person. I don't know
That's
Andrew
real.
Tate. He don't know me.
That's real. But
So
if you can learn something
that's another thing. Like a lot of people be giving their opinions about people, but they don't even know you and you don't know them. So it's like the opinion don't matter for real.
It's facts. So you got the Ozarks, Dubai.
Yeah. Bahamas was pretty fun this summer. It was pretty fun. A lot of the stuff like even though just depending on the experience.
Tell me about this graduation cruise.
Yeah. What about it? It was fun. I went with the bros right after we graduated. It was fun. But I was 17, so I couldn't get into the club or nothing like that. But
Did you try?
I tried. every day, and they didn't let me get in. And then I snuck in on the last night, and it wasn't even fun. So
those are life lessons.
that's a lesson. Stay your age. Don't try to feel me. Stay your age.
Stay your age. Stay your age. What so like the bros, let's talk about the bros for a minute. Like y'all had a lot of good experiences this summer. Like the videos to me really captured my attention. Like the 3-on-3 bros versus the college girl basketball team. Like that really stands out in my mind. I mean, are the bros
alright, finish.
Are the bros still connected even though where are the bros? Yeah, let's start there.
Everybody, alright, so
go ahead now, run it down. Where are they?
Marky Benz, Morehouse College. Drew goes to Clark. Ray in Atlanta. Kay is in Kansas City still. No in Kansas City still. Who else? Dorian, Tennessee State, and Zoe Jackson State.
Okay.
But Dorian and Zoe, they come to Atlanta quite often. But yeah, the bros, man, we did a lot of side quests this summer, like 3v3, D1 hoopers. Like we just did a lot of stuff. Went to Bahamas.
Do you think y'all ready to run it back? Like maybe during Christmas break? Well, I guess they might be in season.
I feel like we all matured though. Like a lot of the stuff we did, it was like we're very we matured a little. We're kind of past that. Like we did high school stuff.
In high school.
In high school, we didn't bring that to college. Like we did a lot of bad stuff. A lot of nasty stuff. But like now we wouldn't do that. We're past that.
You passed. You got it out your system.
We got it out of my system. A lot of people that go to college haven't got it out of their system yet, so they're doing it now.
So you feel like
to each his own.
You feel like that helped you to be more focused in college?
Yeah, be more focused and not lose my mind.
Right.
A lot of people lose their mind.
Okay. Well, so for the ones that are still in high school, Kaylin, no, like, what are your thoughts for them? Your words of encouragement to them?
Have a goal and get to it. And get all the bad stuff out now. So you can have fun later.
Is college worth it?
For sure. Best experience of my life right now. Like just think, like you know people from all across the world, like that song that say I got hoes in different area codes.
Right.
It's real. Like it's real. Like you people really live that life. Like
you just know people around the world is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's people around the world, it's people everywhere. It's people everywhere. And you see the culture change, like it's crazy.
Is there a big difference between the underclassmen, the freshmen, the sophomores, and the upperclassmen?
In college?
Yeah, in college. Do you feel like
the upperclassmen think so, but no, bro.
It's all the same.
We all in the same boat. Like the upperclassmen be trying to like think they up here, but you're not, bro.
You got upper class reading?
Upper class Riz. To be honest, we don't really I don't really see no upperclassmen girls because like everybody who's still on campus are freshmen.
Right. So you don't see like, okay, I'm a first year student, like she's like a more advanced woman than me, so you don't have that interaction or see that, or it's just non-existent. Are you there?
She the same like yeah, she could be older. I respect her a little bit more. Well, I respect all women first of all, but like it don't intimidate me.
Okay.
It's what it is. You older than me.
Have you developed any relationship with any professors? Like anybody just really inspired you to learn?
Dr. Keon Berry, my sociology teacher, he pretty cool. He teaches a lot about life and stuff like that. He pretty cool. Besides that, nah, not for real. My French teacher like me. A little bit. English teacher cool. But not yet, not really.
Okay. Anything else any knowledge you want to impart? I know you'll be back in a few weeks. We might do this again.
Yep, shout out the road.
Shout out
Morehouse, shout out Clark, shout out Spillman, shout out HBCUs, shout out HBCU Walking Billboard, shout out the I Am King Foundation, shout out everybody.
Do you feel like the road should have won the step show?
Who?
You road should they have won? I mean the stroll off.
You want me to be completely honest?
100%.
I feel like we should have won. We had the best show.
Hold on. Do you feel like y'all should have won? Like when you say we should have won, that means like we messed up or threw an interception on the goal line.
Of course, everybody says they should have won, but I keep it real.
But like, did y'all win? I'm not saying like I'm not saying that they gave you second place or gave you first. I'm saying in your heart of hearts.
I won, and my teammates we feel like we won because we had the party after, so it was just so perfect. Like we was on top of the world for like 3 days. It was on top of the world.
What does that consist of?
Like we had the stroll show,
right?
Then everybody talking about it. The girls was posting crazy stuff. Like they was like, it's just morning. It would have been a good morning if I woke up in Hubert Hall. Girls were posting that.
They were posting it.
So it's like, I feel like we won. That was we didn't lose.
You didn't lose. You gained.
We gained a lot. You feel me?
So every stroll team didn't have a step party? I mean, after party?
It was the only ones. The
Only
road.
ones.
That's anybody you see do that now. They got it from the road.
It's interesting that you say that because backing up to homecoming, like the summer. I mean, not the summer. The fall of 1996.
It died.
The fall of 1996. Homecoming. Morehouse College. We had a little Weber grill, the little small ones, little barrel grills, about like that. And it was a host of fellas. It was probably like, it was us, it was my fraternity brothers, it was my line brothers. Actually, it was some alphas from Georgia Tech there too. And then it was the boys from Texas, B. Will, B. Simon, that whole crew. D1 was out there. It was about, you start naming that. It was probably 20 of us. You know what I'm saying? We had the grill out there. Nobody had grills at homecoming. Just imagine that. Like, people had all kind of chefs out there this year. Back then, we Kansas City, so like.
Yeah, Kansas City do a lot of stuff because it's not a lot here, so we got to make a lot out of
But like, we the home of the barbecue. Chiefs game, the home of the tailgate.
home of everything.
We brought the grills out there to the homecoming. So that's class of 98. We did it in 96, 97, 98. 2023, we still out there.
Yeah, setting dreams.
With that 5-5. So, after parties, after the stroll off, Hubert Hall, I give you that one.
The road.
For sure. We need our theme music so we can wrap this show up, you know what I'm saying? This is King Conversations with Isaiah,
Stepper.
Chris Evans. We here.